Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tort Talk Thursday. I'm here with Joe Fantini from Rosen Injury Lawyers. Joe, as always, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to talk with me in the industry about the world of mass torts.
Thanks for having me, Susan. Always love getting together with you every week, talking about the latest developments in the world of mass torts.
Well, speaking of latest developments, will you share what is going on the Roundup litigation?
Yeah, in Roundup, we just had our first trial in Chicago State Court. It was going on for about 4 weeks. Our good friends over at Arnold Nitkin and Klein Inspector were trying the case. It was coming to the end, and then out of nowhere, a mistrial was declared. What happened was defense counsel continued to question experts in a certain manner that brought up prior DUI arrest of the plaintiff. Totally unrelated. It was forbidden. They were warned time and time again, and they kept doing it. This resulted in the judge declaring a mistrial. So all of that work, that month-long trial, out the window. They're going to retry the case, but it seems like the defendants were just trying to avoid a big verdict. No worry here for the plaintiffs. We have a ton of pressure in 2024, more than 12 Roundup trials scheduled, so we'll get them on the next one. Everybody's super excited about this litigation.
Yeah, that is exciting. Speaking of a tort, we haven't talked about Suboxone in a while, so I'm interested to hear what's the latest there.
Yeah, Suboxone's a mass tort that's been flying under the radar a little bit, like you talked about. After this was formed, we had a lot of flurry of activity this summer when the 2-year statute of limitation potentially was coming up. There was a tolling agreement. We only have about 700 cases filed in the MDL right now, but a year into the litigation, here we are. We're at a crucial juncture, and we're going to hear oral arguments with the court on December 16th on defendant's motion to dismiss. Basically, they're making the same arguments we always see time and time again. Preemption. These claims should be kicked out. We expect a plaintiff verdict, plaintiff ruling in our favor. A lot of momentum then beginning 2025 in Suboxone. A lot of people are really excited about how this one's going to end up.
Well, great. Well, keep us updated on that. I guess that's happening next week.
I sure will.
And as far as Depo-Provera, I know there's a lot of folks that are excited about this litigation. What is the news there?
Depo-Provera, this is going to be the main tort of 2025. We talked about some of the really mature torts before, AFFF, hair relaxer, Roundup, of course. This is the new kid on the block. Everybody's really excited. We already have almost 30 cases filed across the country, various jurisdictions. We filed for the JPML consolidation at the first hearing in 2025. That will be before the court. We're trying to go into the Northern District of California, one of our favorite venues, the home of Roundup, other really good mass torts with really experienced judges, and we're looking forward to having that. So everybody really focus in on the signature injury. We're going for those brain tumor cancers, other injuries. There's not as much support right now, so we'll hear a lot about this one next year, but keep getting those cases, work together to file them in the correct district before we have the MDL.
Awesome. Well, Joe, as always, thanks so much for taking the time to provide these insights on these litigations.
Thanks for having me, Susan.
If you would like to hear the industry's latest news and updates, please make sure to subscribe to the Caseworks channel. Simply click the button below and make sure you have on notifications so that you are the first to hear of the latest updates and insights. Until next week.